You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent Austen Show.
Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully we're all done sleeping off that weekend. Welcome to the Brent Austen Show, or should I say, the Austen and Kasey Summertime Spectacular.
How about that? I like that.
Trademarked. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, we can get sponsored by like Mountain Dew Kickstart or something.
Hey!
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, I saw it.
How about that?
I'm helping you out a little bit. Yeah.
Best vending machines in the world down here.
Really?
Because they have this. Like, you go to like real gas stations.
Yeah.
Don't have it.
I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I haven't even seen the vending machines around here. Where are they at? You mean like the ones like the other side of the building?
No.
Oh, there's different vending machines.
Yeah, there's vending machines down here. So
Okay.
the ones that we used to frequent with the Belvita, as you may remember.
Yes, correct.
Trash.
Yeah, okay.
Really, it even went downhill after you.
Oh man, I love my biscuits, man. I was keeping that vending machine in business
really
because
were.
every day I would go get a blueberry Belvita
right.
biscuit.
And then I took over because they had something that was kind of good. But anyway, the drinks were terrible. So the vending machine down here, I don't know why. It's from like, I don't know, the 1900s it feels like. But they have Mountain Dew Kickstart, which is incredible because you go to Wawa, they don't got it. You go to Racetrack, they don't got it.
Really?
Yeah, like I have to get it at Walmart warm. And then like put in the fridge. Yeah, like nobody has it cold. Like
At room temperature. Thing. So is it that rare of a commodity, or like why? Because hey man, I don't do energy drinks, right? So I have no idea what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it came out a while ago, and then they've put out like 3 different energy products since.
Okay.
So like at some point, it's just gonna not show up.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that day never comes.
Okay, so do you treat these energy drinks like my son treats Prime? Because number one, I don't drink either of them, but I feel like, are they always releasing like, oh, this is a new flavor or like a new limited edition? Okay.
So not these ones because I don't think they've made a new one of these in like 10 years. Like, literally, there's like grape, orange, cherry, and like that's about it.
They just have a whole surplus just like chilling in the. It's kind of like candy corn. Like they probably haven't made candy corn in the past 2 decades.
Exactly.
Because there's just like a surplus of it. Probably with the Kickstart as well.
Yeah. But yeah, big fan if they want to,
cool. Well, since we're on the topic real quick of just energy drinks, and let's go ahead and tie that to groceries, encountered an interesting debate over the weekend with one of my friends that I train with. And it's so ironic because this conversation actually happened years ago on the morning show that I was on, that I encountered it. And this conversation still needs to be happening, and we're also going to go to the kids. Who we got in the kids' corner today? We got Jason Hamby pushing all the right buttons. Jason Hamby, good to see you, my brother. Hope you had a good weekend.
Yes, sir.
So, you guys have been grocery shopping, right?
Yeah, once or twice.
Okay. That's a common thing. All right. If you're in front of somebody and you're behind somebody, so let's say it's a giant line, and this would happen with my friend. So he's the manager, I'm not going to say where, of a grocery store.
It's a good gig.
Okay, yeah, not bad, killing it. You know, he has to wear a suit, not a suit, but like a dress shirt and tie. He has to tuck in his shirt, so that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, what are you going to do? Got to pay the bills. And he said there was a discrepancy with these 2 people in line over the divider bar. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like there's these, bars that you have to put in after your groceries. Yeah. So the discrepancy came because I guess the person who was an older gentleman was behind this younger couple, and the older gentleman made a comment that the younger couple didn't put the bar down after they're done putting their groceries on the belt. Right? So you put your groceries on the belt, you put the bar down, and the old guy kind of said a little. Now,
sure.
This guy might have not all been there per se,
possibly,
but he had something to say about it. Now, I encountered this not to the point of like it was an argument, but I could sense some hostility because I've done the exact same thing. And here's where the debate comes into play. When you put your groceries on the belt, that's it. The person behind me should be responsible for putting the divider down, not me, because I'm moving forward. We move, okay? I don't have time to see, is somebody behind me? Let me go and put this divider down. But how do you operate?
So, I think you're right.
Thank you.
However,
there we go.
Times are tough for you, boy. So I always put the bar down because I'm like, I don't want to accidentally get their grapes scanned on my bill because they were going to have to go get the manager. I'm going to need that $3.24 off my bill.
I hear you.
So I always put it down just because I don't assume that the person behind me is smart enough to actually do it correctly.
See, and maybe this is my bad in assuming that, this social standards, everyday society would say, hey, I'm in front of you, so you should probably put your own bar down. Mm-hmm. But this is where we're at. Kids Corner, Jason Hamby.
I'm not putting the bar down either. If you're behind me, then that is your responsibility.
Thank you.
I also am not a big enough grocery shopper at this current time in my life where I have that many items. So it's like the fewer items you have, the more clear it is which items you are. If I'm coming hot with 6 items, you know which ones are mine. So
malnourished Hamby over here. Are you not buying groceries, man? What are you doing?
What do you eat?
It's not that I'm malnourished. It's like I'm just not rolling through. I feed one person, so I'm not rolling through with, I'm in that, 10 items or less.
Yeah, you are. Okay. Nobody's putting the bar down in the 10 items.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No one's putting. I mean, you shouldn't have to put the bar down. But yeah, I just thought it was an interesting conversation because I'm like, I think we have the majority here. Like, if you're in front, it's not your responsibility to put the bar behind somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's behind you.
Unless you're mad poor like me.
Unless you're mad poor like Kasey and you're just trying to get some good karma, maybe.
I'm just trying to not get their stuff on my bill. Like, disaster scenario, the first thing in theirs is like, I don't know, what's something that's like $30. Like, you're at Walmart, it's a phone case.
Okay, sure.
Next thing you know, I'm thinking I'm paying $124. My bill hits for like $160. I'm like, whoa.
Well, and now the beauty, too, is, at a lot of grocery stores, they have the self-checkout, and I take advantage of that.
Oh, 100%.
Like, make no mistake about it. I can be lazy sometimes, but there's something cool and special about taking that barcode yourself and just scanning everything.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like you're doing something.
Y'all know that one reel of that lady at Walmart with that recoil?
Sure don't.
Oh, I'm going to pull it.
I actually
Hit it up. Yeah.
Pull that up.
When it comes to the reels and then the hot topic videos, usually I'm like the last person to know about them.
I can't remember the last time I went to Walmart or Target where I actually had the person, the real cashier person, do my stuff. Like you
always go through.
The only place I ever go where they check it out is Publix, because the Publix is around me don't have self-checkout.
Yeah,
some
of
them
sure.
do, but
for sure.
So like we went to Publix yesterday, and some person had to like do the checkout.
Yeah, but also, and like not trying to cause any controversy here, I feel like couldn't you just sneak items pretty easily in the self-checkout?
Yeah,
is there like?
Well, there's a camera.
Okay,
but like, are they really?
Yeah, I mean, it's someone's whole heart of their job just to sit and watch that screen the whole time. They go, this person didn't pay, like.
Not a chance. No, you can definitely get away with it.
I feel like,
as long as you don't goof around and like. Here's the thing, you could probably get away with it if it was like a couple of apples or something. Okay. But if you try to sneak like some that has the accidental magnetic code, you're done.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm not going to sneak like a 50-inch TV or anything, Kasey. I wasn't talking about that.
Like out the store.
Like at Costco.
It's over.
Speaking about it, is it over? Dallas Mavericks, Boston Celtics last night. Celtics go up in a pretty impressive fashion, 2-0 against the Dallas Mavericks. So I think, I don't know, and I'm not speaking for everybody here. I'm cheering for the Mavericks. My son's cheering for the Mavericks. I feel like a lot of the country is cheering for the Mavericks. And I can't really put a finger on why. First of all, is it just like, I don't know what it is, but I'm not really entertained by the Celtics.
No, neither am I. But in terms of, I guess, consistency and like how you should build a basketball team, that's it.
No, absolutely.
I mean, they have stars. I mean, I got beef with Tatum that we can talk about in a minute, but like they have built their roster so well that it's like it's the total opposite of what everybody else has tried to do in the NBA.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Dallas did this. They kind of did, but Dallas has a bench. But like,
do they?
I mean, I thought they did, I guess is a good point.
Yeah.
But everyone's trying to, like the Lakers. Look at how the Lakers were built versus how Boston was built. Like if you're a, I guess, throwback basketball fan or just don't like the super team stuff, like you probably love what Boston's doing, but I don't want Boston to win. But also I've had a vendetta against the city like my whole life because grew up a Rays fan, hate the Red Sox. Patriots are always winning. So I think there is some of that where it's like it feels like Boston always wins.
Correct.
Even though the Celtics have not won.
Yeah. And I don't know, like, I mean, I grew up obviously when it was KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen, and I really enjoyed watching that team. I mean, I was obviously a big Ray Allen fan, being a Milwaukee Bucks fan and everything, and obviously a great movie, and He Got Game. Sure. So I was like cheering for that Celtics team, once again, like I can't really put a finger on it because they're so dominant. And like you said, Kasey, like I thought they could experience some problems, and I picked the Mavericks to win it because I didn't think Boston was battle tested through their playoff run so far, right? Because you had a Pacers team that was hobbled with Halliburton. Essentially, every team that they played in the playoffs, they have had some sort of injury with their opponents.
And the Pacers gave 2 of those games away.
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, you didn't feel great.
Rick Carlisle, let's use a timeout, though, and then advance the ball next time.
Yeah, that would work.
For real? Yeah. But, with Boston, I mean, it's they're so deep. And I almost want to go back in my text messages and apologize to Jrue Holiday because when the Milwaukee Bucks traded him away for Dame Lillard, dude, we were. I'm not gonna lie.
We did it.
When that's basically because I'm in my group chat back home, all my friends and everything. When the Bucks traded Jrue Holiday for Dame time, the first reaction in the friends group text was, championships, guys. Let's go. Let's get championship tickets right now. And wow, was I wrong. Now, it was, obviously Giannis gets hurt. Chris Middleton had some injury. It wasn't all Dame's fault. But you really appreciate what Jrue Holiday can do in games like last night, where one of the best perimeter defenders in all of basketball, but when you need him to, the dude can score as well. And he's probably the fourth, fifth option, it seems like, on that Celtics team. But once again, they're so deep, whether it's Kristaps, which, once again, makes zero sense to me how that guy can sit out for almost a month, come back, and have zero rust on him whatsoever.
Yeah.
I understand that you're practicing, and getting your body acclimated, ready for the championship, but still, man, for him to come out and do what he's doing is nothing short of stellar. Jaylen Brown, obviously, I think is, and we talked about this last week a little bit, is playing with a bunch of pissiness because, kind of got left off the All-NBA team.
Right. And
Tatum, almost dropped a triple-double last night. So, and with Tatum, too, and I think you said you had some beef with Tatum.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
Is he great? He's fine. If I could have him, sure, I'll take him on the team. But Jaylen Brown's their best player.
And I'm in the same boat as you. I am in the same boat right now as you.
Okay.
And I don't know what it is about Tatum. See, okay, here's the thing. Tatum, I think this was last year, goes on a podcast. And I get when you're on a podcast with the homies, get a little more comfortable.
Sure.
Right? Maybe talk some smack a little bit. Said he thought he was the best player in the game. Okay. Well, guess what? You do that, people are going to clip that, people are going to share that, and you got to kind of live by that a little bit. If you truly think you're the best player in the game, I think if you ask Ant Edwards, he might say, I'm the best player in the game. That's fine. I love the confidence. But if you're the best player in the game, when it comes down to the wire, then it is your job to finish said game. Then it is your job to look your team in the face and say, hey, I know we have a great team. Kristaps, Unicorn, I got you, man. Derek White, not even sure where you came from, but you're fantastic. Al Horford, you're 55 years old, but you're still doing the dang thing. Jaylen Brown, yeah, you're not NBA all anything. This is my team,
right?
And I'm going to take over. And he doesn't do that. He tried to do it last night, and he blew 2 layups.
He was terrible.
And then what happened? Jaylen Brown comes in, saves the day, and Jaylen Brown wins in the game. I agree with you. I think Jaylen Brown is the better player. Now, once again, Tatum almost dropped a triple-double last night, and that's fine. But in the context of how that game ended, it was Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, he was taking shots at the end that were hitting nothing but backboard. There was one of those from 3 that just barely hit the backboard. He missed layups. And then I guess there's a part of me that's okay, I kind of respect it because he's not scared to take the shot, but stop. You know what I mean? Because you're not hitting it. And then Jaylen Brown hits a couple of layups. Derek White from the logo, it feels like he's hitting shots. So I don't know. It's just, I know there's a lot of stuff going on there, but I feel like Tatum, I get it. He does more than just score. That's what basketball is. I understand that. I feel like for the most part, he's regular. And I just don't understand the love affair with him because without, to your point of Jrue Holiday, Jrue Holiday, by the way, this is not gambling advice, but every single night, bro's rebounds and assist prop is 10 total for the 2. He's gone over 10 in every playoff game but 2. It's not advice. I'm just saying. He had 11 boards last night alone. Okay, that's all I'm saying. He's a guard.
Take it for how you want. We're not going to give any advice, but hey,
that's all I'm saying. It's
take it for how you want
every night. But without him and without let's just say without him, they don't win last night because Tatum wasn't good enough.
Correct.
So I don't know. I don't understand. I guess not everybody's, but a lot of people's love affair with Tatum because I think he's normal.
Yeah. Well, and once again, and that goes to prove you too, am I upset that the Bucks traded away Jrue Holiday for Dame? I can't because I get what they were trying to do. And it's one thing to bring in just Dame Lillard's game of scoring. Right. He can facilitate every once in a while, but you're not going to see a lot of rebounds from him. You're not going to see the best defense from him. He's a scorer. It's Dame time for a reason. I think that what I like about the NBA more now than ever, it's okay, you have your Lukas, you have your scorers and everything, but then you have your guys like Drew Holiday that, they may not drop 30 points every single game, but they're also taking points away with their defensive play. They're also facilitating, getting assists, and they're also getting rebounds. It's like, and it's one of those things where if you can stuff the stat column, that's going to have a direct effect of your team winning. Now, on the other side, with Dallas, and this is why I thought Dallas was going to win the series, and maybe we'll see. Obviously a big game 3 where they got to win that, or it's all but over. Dallas knew how they had to win, right? I think you look at Boston, and I thought, okay, there's so many possibilities for them to win, but they haven't really been battle tested yet. Will they kind of shoot themselves in the foot because, well, there's so many ways to win? Like, who is their identity? Mm-hmm. With Dallas, it's obvious. You have Luka, who needs to drop at least a triple-double a game now, it seems like, which he did last night.
Yeah, he can't do much more.
He had 10 turnovers, okay? But once again, that's him trying to do way too much because he has to.
Right.
And you need Kyrie Irving to drop at least 30 points a game or to even be in the ball game.
Kyrie's going to do something. He was bad last night.
And Kyrie was, once again, this is 2 games in a row now where Kyrie Irving has kind of fallen off a little bit. And it could be playing in Boston, could be the hostile crowd. I'm not sure what it was, but we're ready to call this team the best backcourt possibly in NBA history. I said next to Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, because I think the championships and the shooting justifies it. And now we're just saying somebody help Luka.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, he turns it over, but when you have the ball as much as Luka has the ball, eventually it's going to happen. The turnovers are what they are to me. It's not only that it's a triple-double, it's a 30-point triple. He can't do any more.
Yeah.
Maybe he hits a couple more shots, whatever. But you got to look at Kyrie, who was bad, again. Don't know what that was. Don't know if it was the moment. Don't really feel like it was the moment because he's been in the moment. Don't know if it's because he's in Boston. I don't know what the deal was, but Kyrie's got to be better. And then your guys that contributed a big part in the last couple of series, like a Derek Lively, where's my guy?
Yeah, for sure.
Craziest thing I've ever seen. Not gambling advice. He was on Prize Picks at 4.5 points. I was like, 4.5 points? Yeah, for sure. Who's
Lock
not
and loaded.
scored 5 points?
Lock and load it.
He didn't score 5 points.
Didn't score 5 points last night, no.
Or game 1, by the way.
Yeah.
But they, you need anybody, any of those guys that stepped up in those previous series, you need them to do something because if you don't win this, it's over.